Hi Gemini, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're actually doing the monthly readings. So looking through May, seeing what is going on for you. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate that. Leave me comments. Let me know if there's anything in particular you would like to look at in future readings. As always, we will be splitting the month start, middle, and end. Okay. This month, I am using the Green Witch Oracle. Shout out to my Pisces friend who I saw her using this deck and I was like, oh my gosh, I need that deck. So I went and got it. We all know that shopping addiction is a real thing, yeah? But we will be using that particular deck. We're going with the theme of green this week. We've got the Tanis Lenormand as well. I also have the Purposeful Career deck that we will be looking at, career and finances. And then ending the reading this week, I am actually going to be using the Health Secrets of Medicinal Herbs. All right, so I know it's a bit of a random choice. It felt like it needed to be some info for everybody being shared. So we're going to be using this book today to find everybody a medicinal herb that may be somehow relevant to you for May. All right. So getting into it for you, Gemini. Splitting the month, like I said, start, middle, and end of May for our Geminis. What does Gemini need to know for May? Start, middle, and end of May. Probably because this Oracle deck, it does have quite a lot of herb cards in it. But you have 2 fruits and a flower. Okay, so we'll have a look here for you. So the start of May, we do have the vitality, the fig, coming through for you. All right, so that is, I believe, Taurus card, that one. We do see the image of a snake on that, as well as, a lot of leaves around the bottom here. So it's quite interesting. The fig, vitality. So it can talk about, vigor, vitality. It does kind of give that energy of the snake card in the Lenormand, in its positive energies of, finding new ways around things and having the passion, the vigor, so it can be quite talking about, passion. I feel for a lot of you here at the start of the month, temptation and, that sweetness of biting into something good. It is giving me a lot of sexual energy coming through with that. So that vitality, keeping things, fresh and it's integral to your month. I feel at the start of May to really be focusing on physical intimacy. Clarifying this energy for Gemini at the start of May, vitality. Definitely moving into things very quickly. We have the rider coming through first. So moving, making quick choices at the start of the month here, moving into the month with a lot of vitality and fresh energy, ready to go, kind of, I'm ready to go, let's go. Getting up on that bike and riding off, as fast as you can. For a lot of you, there may be the need to share your news with people. You may be sort of feeling that energy of wanting to share everything that's going on with your life and it's like that good news vibe that you're wanting to share with others. We do have the stork coming through next for you, Gemini. So moving straight into, that's probably why you're, rushing into things a little bit at the start of the month, because you're just trying to stir up the energy. You don't want to be stuck in any aspect of your life. So you're really trying to stir things up, get things moving, coming up with new ideas on what I should do. It's kind of like starting the month off on a very much that New Year's resolution kind of energy where you're like, that's it, I'm going to do this, I'm going to go and do that. I really need to get this started and I'm going to get that started, and, really rushing into things this month, getting some fresh new energy injection into your life. We do also see the scythe. So for some of you, this is, come out with new ideas on, what I need to cut out of my life. Like I said, I'm definitely getting like a New Year's resolution energy coming through from this. It's all about, starting new things and starting new projects and, breaking free from anything where I'm feeling stuck so that I can, make quick, sudden changes. It's very impulsive energy coming through here as well. It's kind of very much like, that's it. Cut that out. Let's get going. Let's get going. That's no good anymore. Let's get going onto something brand new for myself. So starting the month off, with quite a lot of energy, I feel, for a lot of you there, Gemini. The middle of the month, we do have wholeness coming through, and those are the black mulberries. Okay, so I'm also picking up, blackberries and black mulberries, all right, but wholeness. So, lots of little parts that do make up the whole for you here in the middle of May. I do feel as though this is significant to a lot of you as this awareness that I've been stirring up so many different things that do you know what, it's actually like I feel a lot more full, like my life is a lot more busy. I've got things organized every single day of the week kind of thing, and I've got no time to sit down and get stuck and bored and step back because I'm so busy at the moment. But it's giving you this sensation of, oh, this is actually what I've been needing. I've been needing this fullness, this richness to my life. So I really feel like this is going to be a really good month for you, Gemini. Clarifying this wholeness energy for you. I will just grab one more there. One more to clarify wholeness for the middle of May for our Geminis. Okay, yeah, so it's all part of your self-growth. That was the tree, was the third card I've pulled out for the center of May here. The first two I have is the book and the letter. Okay, so learning a lot more about yourself. This seems to be the topic of these two cards. The everything focusing on yourself and on your healing and on your growth, and that's what you're noticing is like, wow, I'm actually doing a lot better than I thought I was. Like I have healed a lot more than I thought I had, and overall I feel like I've done the work and I've grown and I've healed and I've learned a lot more about myself. Anything I know that anything that comes my way, I'm willing to learn and I'm willing to talk things through and communicate very openly and honestly about what's going on for me or what has gone on for me, because it's giving you that sense of wholeness, to be, what's the word, active in conversations, participate. Participation is really helping give you that sense of wholeness. For some of you here, there may be the desire in the middle of the month to learn new skills, learn something new. The book sometimes can refer to education, especially with the letter there as well. It's kind of like there's somebody here in the Gemini collective. You maybe are getting accepted in the middle of May for some sort of skill course or education course that you've been trying to move towards, and you are sort of you're getting paperwork or you're getting some studying done in regard to that in the middle of the May here, and it's keeping you busy, but it's keeping you focused on doing what's best for yourself in the long run, and really looking after yourself, and ready to sort of move into the next part of your life. It's kind of finding all the information that, bringing it all together so that you've now got that whole story in your mind, the past, the present, and the future of where you're going in life here. It's all sort of coming together and making you feel quite whole, like you have achieved a lot already. You've grown and healed, and you know where else you may need to grow and heal as well. So all in all, it's like I said, going to be a great month for you. We finished the month off here with May, the violet card, which is tranquility. Okay, so we do sort of see you just finding some peace and tranquility at the end of the month here. Can't go wrong with that. I will clarify what tranquility means for you, Gemini. Tranquility for our Geminis at the end of May. It's the way that you're looking at things. I feel you're kind of finding peace with where you've been in the past, so, and knowing where you're going to go in the future. We do firstly have the rod, the broom, and the whip card. Okay, in this deck, it does really highlight that broom energy. So I do feel as though this is, it's that final last clean sweep. You've cleaned up a little bit in your life, especially, with that scythe at the start of the month, getting rid of anything that's no longer serving you. You have done a bit of a spring cleaning of your life here, getting in some healing and some, growth, knowing how to, face any conflict maturely, getting really on top of it all. And it's bringing you a lot of tranquility and peace to know that, that you're only going to be affected by that whip energy, by the trouble, the tension, the drama, if you give your energy to that. So it's kind of like a perspective shift here where you're realizing that, that can only affect you if you allow it to affect you. That, with the flowers here being a very reciprocal energy, you kind of are realizing that, like attracts like. And if I'm acting very peaceful and healed and grown, I'm attracting peaceful, healed, grown energy. And that's why I'm looking back and I'm seeing, well, oh, wow. So, I was actually giving myself, my energy, my time, a lot more to those things that were rough and causing me trouble in the past. And that's why they gave me so much trouble, because I was, paying attention to that and allowing it to affect me. So I do feel a bit of a perspective shift there for you, and having faith that, no matter what conflict comes next, I can handle that. It's all about how I, give my energy to that conflict, whether I'm, choosing to, set that aside and not even care, then I know that it's not going to affect me. I have faith that I'm on the right path, that this is, I've got the spiritual growth and healing that I need to be able to move forward through any drama that comes my way. So just having that tranquility, just that peace of mind more than anything, to sort of look back and know, okay, well, look, I'm really starting to recognize that I only have drama when I give my attention to the drama. And, if I'm not giving my attention to the drama, it's not there. Isn't that weird? And you're just finding that peace of mind of going, well, I don't want the drama, so I'm just not even going to, allow that into my energy at all. And you're having success with that. So all in all, a very positive month, and a little bit more, self-growth and happiness at how far you have grown, and realizing that awareness coming through this month of, how far you have actually come, Gemini. Looking at career, money, finances. Once again, trouble only comes my way if I allow it to affect me. That's just coming through firstly, before I split the cards into start, middle, and end. Start, middle, and end of May for Gemini with career, job, finances, please. Which, I am just picking up this energy that it's, it is hard sometimes to set aside reality and the materialistic world when it's something that we kind of have to focus on so much in our lives. So that's probably why this bothered energy did sort of flip out by itself there. Don't fear failure, but be afraid of regrets. Your worries are blocking your success, reminding yourself of your greatness and staying optimistic. So, that's all part of that transition that you're finding, to find that tranquility within yourself at the end of the month as well. You're realizing that, everyone is in a hard boat financially at the moment. So the more that I allow that to affect my energy, then it's going to affect me more. But you know what? There's not much I can do. So I'm not going to allow it to, hold me back and stop me from, trying. And I'm just going to stay optimistic and hope for the best. And you know what? That's what you'll start to receive back from the energy as well. At the start of May, we do have the amusement card coming through. Okay, you have natural talents that you can share with the world. It's time to make money from them while having a good time just being you. Okay, so I feel like that's something that's getting stirred up within you at the start of May, the amusement factor, where you have this skill, that you feel like you need to share, and it's a natural talent. I feel just that comes from you yourself and being yourself, and sharing part of yourself with others, in that sort of a sense. And I feel like that's possibly why we do see the education coming through there in the middle of the month, because some of you definitely maybe are realizing, oh look, I want to just turn that into something a little bit more. I want to move that skill, and maybe I need some extra knowledge to help translate that skill elsewhere in my life. Okay, magical for the middle of May here. Your dream life is manifesting magically. You have enough resources to bring your desires into reality. Your income is increasing rapidly. Okay, so following the sense of your own, happiness and truth here, and those hidden natural talents that you may not even realize you have. For a lot of you, those natural talents are coming through, as in the way that you interact with people. That you may just have a natural talent for putting a smile on people's faces and things like that, and that's actually helping you gain more income. Middle of May, I do feel for a lot of you, your income is increasing rapidly, it does say. So I do feel as though you may actually start to sort of reap the benefits in the middle of the May. You may actually start to notice that, oh, money flows a lot easier at the moment. I'm not actually as bothered by it. The more the attention I've given to not being bothered by it, the more, income I'm noticing, and it's actually working. I kind of feel for a lot of you there, it's like, wow, I've been busy. I've had all these engagements. I've been doing things every single day, and I'm still, somehow ahead, even though feel like I've been spending more money, but I'm still doing okay. I feel like there's this magical component coming through in the middle of May where you're realizing that, hang on, I think I've been spending a lot more than I normally would, but it's kind of like that energy of, you've got to spend money to make money. And that's kind of what's happening here. The more that you're investing out into the world, the more that's just naturally flowing for you. The end of the month here, we have the feelings card. You may be getting too emotional at the moment that you're losing control of your career and finances. Stand up and come back stronger. So just be a little bit aware of some emotional disruptions. I feel like for a lot of you, this is specifically in your career at the end of the month. So it's not necessarily connected to your personal life. I feel as though this is specifically something happening in your job, your career place. All right. So I do feel as though it may be like somebody around you is really struggling with their emotions, and you're picking up on that, or we're just it's okay sometimes to just have some bad days, and I feel like that's what's happening at the end of May here for you, Gemini. But I do feel as though it does seem to be strictly located to just the work. It's not necessarily money. It's work. It feels like work, career. Struggling with the boredom, I think, for some of you of having to do this monotonous job, and you want to just run and play and go and do your own thing and focus on your own life, and it feels like it's the grind kind of getting to you a little bit at the end of the month there. Okay, so just be aware of that. But that's what we've got. But that, once again, I feel like that's where in your personal life we are seeing that, the more energy I'm giving to those feelings, the more it is affecting me. And that's sort of part of what is helping you gain that perspective as well. All right. Gemini, medicinal herb for Gemini, please. Okay, so there is 3 on this page, but golden seal is the one that is jumping out at me. Hydrasis. I'm not even going to bother saying the proper words for them. Okay, we're not going to bother that. Golden seal, otherwise known as yellow root, very similar to ginseng, has very nearly been eradicated. The Cherokee Indians used the entire plant to treat wounds, but it's now usually the root that is employed in medicine. It alleviates irritation and inflammation. So it's used internally and externally to treat diseases of the mucous membranes, stomach, intestines, genitals, or nose. Okay, so what I'm kind of going here is, it can be used to treat fevers, skin diseases, inflammation of the mouth, throat, gums, and eyes. Can help relieve the nausea of pregnancies. It can actually, according to some practitioners, in large doses, it has produced abortions. It's used as a wash for skin disorders. It's a strong stimulant and contains alkaloids that the body eliminates with difficulty. All right, so there's something about those health conditions coming through for you. I'm also getting golden seal the word golden seal seems to somehow be relevant to some of you. We do see, mentions of Cherokee Indians using that herb. It does sound like it's a bit more of a rare herb, but it does sort of come through the mucous membranes, especially the nose is coming through strongly. So for some of you, you may be having issues with your nose in May, and it also stimulates circulation. So some of you may be finding you needing some extra help with stimulation, like stimulation and circulation. That's very interesting. I just find it very interesting that it relieves the nausea of pregnancy. That does sound relevant for some people as well here. And especially too that interesting fact about, in large doses, it has produced abortion. I know that for, we all know that America, there's quite a lot of states now where that may be very, very practical kind of helpful information for somebody. Okay, so that was golden seal, otherwise known as yellow root, very similar to ginseng. Okay, so that's what we have for you today, Gemini. You're more than welcome to, check out your other major placements, and we will see you all again soon.